we're on the road again and we're heading back to North Norfolk. We were last here 2 or 3 weeks ago when we visited Thornham, but today we're going to visit RSPB Snettisham. Okay, here we are in the car park at Snettisham, and the first birds we see are these mallards and mallard hybrids, but they're all mallard based. Okay, into the reserve we go. The mist has cleared now and we're left with a bright, sunny but breezy day. The leaves are gradually turning to their autumn colours, just making our way up the long track to the beach and the hides. Just looking to the left and we've got a large flock of greylag. Moving on, just climbing up the steps to the bank stroke causeway that crosses the lagoons and leads you to the beach. You can hear that stiff breeze blowing in off the wash. We've got a skein of Brent geese just flying over. Okay, here we are at the beach, and as you can see it's low tide and the sea is way out, it's hardly visible, which means that most of the birds are going to be quite a long way off. We have got some shell duck a little bit closer to hand. Just going to head up the beach to the rotary hide. There's flocks of greenfinch flying in and feeding on the beach there. Okay, this is the rotary hide. See what we can see from here. We've got a female or a young marsh harrier quartering over the mud there, well camouflaged. Some Canada geese just fly by. And looking in one of the mud pools there, we've got a curlew just preening. It's important that the birds get the salt out of their plumage. Of course the pools are brackish, so it's just preening away there. We've also got a little egret out on the mud. This one hunting in the pool there, looking for small fish and crustaceans. A big flock of birds way out, just been sent up. I would say that they are a long way off though. They're feeding out on the mud, and as the tide comes in they'll be forced into the lagoons behind, and we have got a grey plover there too and a red shank. Just noticed some birds in the channel there. These are actually green shank by the look of it. Similar shaped birds to a red shank, but obviously with different plumage and green legs, thus the name Green Shank. Okay, I'm just heading up to the next hide up, and we've got a skylark above singing. Okay, this is the shore hide. Let's see what we can see from here. Just looking out the window, it's mainly greylags again. That's the lookout hide further up where you get good views of the knot on the bank there when they're there. We've just got some starlings flew in. These could be migrant birds that have just arrived from the continent. As I was saying, when the birds are forced off the shore by the tide, they sit on this bank here. And I've got a couple of films on YouTube where you can actually witness that. This is a turnstone. Also good views of these widgeon in eclipse plumage still, and a cormorant. Okay, that's about it. I'm going to head back to the rotary hide, and the skylark is still singing above. Supposedly they sing from late winter to midsummer, but this one's certainly still singing. Just walking back down the path to the rotary hide and looking out on the mud. The North Sea is still way out, but we've got a Godwit. I think it's a black-tailed Godwit out on the mud there, and it's really surprising how fast they can run. A real fast turn of speed. As it makes its way across the mud to the next pool to continue feeding. Okay, back in the rotary hide now, and it really has gone dull and very cloudy and murky. Looking out into the murk, we've got, I think they're Brent geese, red shank, and we really ought to think about heading back to the car park, I think, but we have got a better view of a grey plover, a much more solitary bird than its cousin, the golden plover. You find them on their own or in very small flocks. And that's about it. Gonna head back to the car park, the long trudge back, and as we leave the rotary hide, yet another skein of Brent geese flies overhead. I'll see you next time.